We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Dennis Santana, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Now the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Ian Happ. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ian.
A high fastball is in there. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on the attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them. Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Fouled away. 1-2, here it comes. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and that's the second out. Settling in now, Jazz Chisholm, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Enters play here at 279. Home runs up to 30 now, and 93 RBIs. Hit weekly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run. Next for Milwaukee, Tristan Lutz. Set to lead off the home half of the second. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 0-1 delivery. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Roederer is there, and he has it for the first out. Now at the plate, Christian Santana, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. In now, Evan White will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
You go.
Roederer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Hey, let's go, big
So
fella.
here now is the
Right
pitcher,
here.
number 16.
Come on, Dak. Get a
9,
pitch up
1,
there.
and 2 due up. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball outside.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right
Ball
here.
out.
3-0 now.
Find me a barrel right here.
High in the air out to center field. Thompson is right there, 1 down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco
The
Mejia.
catcher.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. Nothing in 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see
Batting ninth.
that he just isn't
The
able to
pitcher.
get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Dennis Santana comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah.
Strike 2 called on the inner half.
0-2
0-2 now. Fouled off. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Digging in, Bubba Thompson. First 2 men of the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's got to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Digging in to try it again. Ian Happ comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Ian Happ.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball. Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Let's go.
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. Strand 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1.
Leading off for the Cubs, the pitcher.
The next Cub up, number 16. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider.
0-1.
0-1.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
A swinging
No ball,
strike,
2
and now
strikes.
it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at
Did he
either
go?
a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 1-2. Tried to
What you
hold
got?
up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2.
That
Never
missed. That's the
tempted to
ball.
swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Full count.
And before the big
Timeout.
3-2 pitch, time
your
is
pitch.
called at home plate. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will
go.
start with a ground out, 1 away. At the plate, Christian Santana. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been
third baseman,
stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away.
Ball.
But whatever was going for them pretty much has
1-0.
disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now a big
ball,
fastball,
1
and he's
strike.
well behind it with the swing.
Hey, plays that first.
You
plays
can't
that
go
first.
after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And it's fouled away.
No outs here.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
No,
3-2 now.
These are the
Full
kind
count.
of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Fouled away. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. Coming to the
first
plate now,
baseman,
Evan
number
White.
12,
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
White.
Too high,
That's the
1-0.
ball.
White
Hey,
is
here
one
we
of the
go.
very best corner
1-0.
infielders in the game today. Oftentimes, first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field.
Yeah, watching him go about his business. First step quickness, his
Up next
reaction
for
time
Milwaukee.
is unparalleled,
The
able
catcher,
to make all the plays,
Juan
and he takes a
Francisco.
ton of pride in his craft.
Francisco Mejia is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And he takes
Ball.
this one high, 1-1.
Hee-haw.
Sinker is right there for a called
Hey,
strike
get
2.
him yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
And he fouls this one off. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fouled off. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
At the plate, Dennis Santana
Up next for Milwaukee.
as he rips it on the ground to
pitcher.
second. Fielded
Get it.
cleanly. They'll whip this one to
And
first in time, and that ends the inning. Only 1 hit in the bottom of the inning now, and
go.
next will be
For
a
the
speed
Brewers,
threat in the form
the
of
center
outfielder
fielder,
Bubba Thompson.
Bubba.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, we got nobody.
Strike 2.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Jazz Chisholm will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Well, the pitcher can claim that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
First offering on its way.
The second baseman, Kester. You're up.
The 0-1.
1-1.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Dave Francis will pinch hit here, and he's the...
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Brewers win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Dennis Santana gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Number 16 pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watkey, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.